Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite breakout podcasts of the year, and that's the Matan Evan podcast. The Matan podcast, whatever the fuck he calls it. But before we get into all that, I want to let you know that this show specifically is going to be taking 2 weeks off for the holidays. We'll be coming back January 10th, but that doesn't mean we're not uploading content to this channel. That's right, guys. The great rebrand of Christmas 2024 is upon us, and I'm going to be dropping quite a bit of gambling content. Oops. So buckle the fuck up and get ready for the show. Matan has managed to find a way into the comedy universe where he has a whole bunch of comedians coming on to his show and him guessing on other comedians' show, and he's crushing it. I thought that it was a bit that he was 17. I don't think it is. I legit think he's 17. It's wild. Welcome to Catching You Up with
Nadav. It's so great.
Before we get into too much, I would like to say thank you to today's executive producer, the one and only Mr. David Finkel. If it wasn't for David Finkel, what I'd probably be doing is going around finding the ends of wax and just like recycling wax, right? And then just like putting them into shitty molds and then selling them as Hanukkah candles, which is quite a particular group to sell to, but it'll be at a discount and it's recycled wax, it's green, a zero carbon footprint other than all of the CO2 we were releasing into the air. But, you know, because of David Finkel, I don't have to do that. Happy Hanukkah to all of us. And if you'd like to become a Big Baller supporter of the show, you can always hit up the Patreon link in the description below. So I really have to say how baffled I am by how much I like the Matan show.
Would you support bombing Iraq? I heard they're close to developing a car.
That is great. I think that's a rhetorical question. I don't think you're looking for an answer. I think you are, that the punchline was in the question.
So I just said
you're that close to developing a car.
Very close. Last week they figured out how to speak to one another.
I was trying to analyze why I like it so much, and I realized that it's the same reason why everyone liked the Eric Andre show back in the day.
How did you get your start?
I started.
Hey, Amber, it's me, Dusty. It was a whole bunch of guests being walked into a situation they didn't 100% understand, and then just being strapped in for the ride. Sometimes they wouldn't be strapped in for the ride. Multiple walkouts.
If you get too close to me, I'm gonna smack the taste right out of your mouth.
What? That's not what I said.
Do you have any more questions?
I mean, I don't know why you're so angry. It's like he's going the complete wrong way. Thank you for your donation.
But some might think that, you know, oh, he's just a troll and trolling is easy to do. At this level, trolling is not easy to do. It is so genius, the things that they decide to put effort into and the things that they don't. First of all, look at their set. It's white sheets hung up on some stands. You can shoot that anywhere. 2 shitty tables from Walmart and 2 mic arms, and those are really the only things that stay. Everything else can be fucked with. And what's genius is that there is an A story and there's a B story going on, which is Matan asking ridiculous questions.
Do you think your IQ is higher than your body mass divided by 10?
Body mass and what?
Like your weight, I guess. Your weight divided by 10. Is your IQ lower or higher than that? I'm picking the under.
No, dude, that's like fucking 20. No, it's got to be higher than that. 20 makes it.
You weigh 200 pounds?
Yeah, like 220.
So while you're worried about this very complicatedly worded question, there's a B story going on. And that B story is chaos.
Why does Miles Morales keep stealing my bike?
What do you mean?
If you saw somebody stealing something.
Oh my.
Nah, you guys are actually tripping balls, bro.
Pretty typical for this podcast. That's not typical.
By the way,
there's all sorts of bits planned throughout all of it, which is physical, that the guest just has to like see him and be like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, no.
You don't know him?
No. Man, what the fuck going on? Boy, y'all weird as hell.
That's my sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought my pistol.
It's the whole element of surprise that catches people off guard. It's like an Eric Andre show. This is one of my favorite clips from the Eric Andre show that kind of demonstrates what Matan is doing.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Just pick a person.
I just pick a person.
Any person.
I'm gonna go for the dude in the middle. Oh, I knew you were gonna shoot somebody. I knew it.
It's the same reason why Hot Ones works with Sean Evans. It's, oh yeah, it's just an interview show. Except for that, we're gonna give you really spicy food to eat that will fuck with how you think and how you respond to questions. And he's 17. Matan first came on my radar when I saw a clip of him debating some OnlyFans girl on a show I don't recall the name of, but this is the clip.
No, I didn't know that I was gonna be talking to a bunch of illiterate people who don't know how to read, but
You're literally 15. What do you know?
You know how to read.
Yes, I do know how to read.
Name 10 books.
Are you serious?
Yes, 100%. Name 10 books.
Well, I read Game of Thrones. I'm obsessed with like the Twilight
book
series.
called?
Game of Thrones, the
Don't have
series?
What's the book called? It's not called Game of Thrones.
Wait, what book did you just say before that?
She's just trying to come up with a bunch of nonsense and she can't name any actual books.
Bro, shut up, kid.
But this is him exercising a character that is new to him, it's new to everyone. And as I look deeper, I realize, like, wait a second, hold on, why does he look so familiar? And I realized that, I think it was in 2022, there was some Game Awards show where a whole bunch of nerdy devs came up to accept an award, and Matan just walked up with them. No security stopped him from doing it. He was hanging out in the back.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, Matan. You know, real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Matan just took the mic and started talking, and it took everyone a minute to realize, hey, this guy isn't part of this group. So this guy is like a master troll. He sneaks into things, pulls off crazy stuff, and he's a child? What? Majorly impressive. And I keep looking more into him. This was, I think, right before COVID kicked off. Hong Kong was seeking independence from China. And it was a really huge deal. And I think, honestly, I think it really is. And this might lose me a lot of Chinese fans. This is going to hurt sponsorships. But he was at this game, and when the Jumbotron went on him and the shirt that says Free Hong Kong. And that's the first time that he got on a lot of people's radar. And from that, I saw some footage of him doing the rounds, talking to people. Heard him talking with a complete American accent.
So I had heard about the movement before the Clipper game, and I decided that, you know, I should try to do something, and I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. So it was kind of
And I became even more impressed. Oh, and also, he looked like he was 12. And so I was like, hold on, this kid's really 17 and is really this genuinely funny? So here's what baffles me. Is that he has invited all these comedians onto his show, and some of them, a lot of them, have no idea who he is when they go into it. They just know he has a following, his bookers reached out, they said yes. But as soon as he starts, more often than not, the comedians are like, whoa, who is this kid? How is he like this? Wow, is he funnier than us? Like, I saw him do this to Howie Mandel.
So you're taking the conversation back to something.
Yes, I am, to something that's kind of boring and less dangerous.
Yeah, but I don't want anybody to click off because you're about to say the N-word.
There it goes.
Oh, what if I just bleep it after you said the N? That's
Oh.
smart. I'm gonna do that.
No!
I saw him do this to Whitney Cummings, which in all the times that I've booked Whitney, seen Whitney on any show, this was the most genuine and likable version I've seen of her.
Who's that?
He's the co-host for today.
I'll copy that.
His name is Mike.
Hi, Mike. Maybe this is why your numbers are higher than mine. You just...
Go ahead.
No, I'm learning a lot about what's hip.
Okay, so you want me to continue?
It's your show, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to slow you down. That guy seems like deeply unhinged.
Why did you decide to get so much plastic surgery?
Thank you for asking that. I always find it a big compliment when people think I got a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh, you're saying you didn't?
Well,
no offense. Are you transgender?
I'm not transgender, but I...
Oh, you look a little bit like it.
Yeah.
No offense, by the way.
No, I think you mean offense by it. But
no, not at all. I was trying to be completely nice about it.
But would you think that, do I seem transgender to you because of my looks or my voice or my personality or my dick or what?
Mostly the first one, I think.
So fun to watch. He went on an episode of Legion of Skanks where really I was able to kind of get to know his process a little bit better.
What is your actual background though? Somebody said Israeli. Are you Israeli?
No, I'm from the same place he's from.
You're from West Philadelphia,
Pennsylvania? Yeah, the first 9 or 10 episodes of the show I shot, I didn't release any of them beforehand. So I could get really super real interviews. Because nowadays when I ask somebody, if I asked you to come on it, you can just check it out and stuff. But the first 9 or 10, nobody checked it. So there was 50% of the guests would
The only reason
out.
you're here right now is because of the debacle that happened with David Lucas. I was like, that's hilarious.
But also, watching the Legion of Skanks sign off on Matan and being like, oh, this is the game we're playing? All right, cool, let's play it. And then being playful and just setting them up for stuff, it's a level of respect of someone that's really just exponentially skyrocketing into stardom.
You have to jump on the Jewish girls young.
Take a sip, please.
No, it's clearly very hot water.
Dave, he wouldn't do that to you. Just take a goddamn sip of the water. It's a gift.
You see, because there's steam on it from the cold.
It's so cold and refreshing that there's steam coming off of it.
I love this kid. I don't exactly understand him yet, but I actually kind of love this.
I understand him. He came in. He thinks it's a nice gesture to give you a glass of water.
Yeah.
And how do? You
He's
treat him like a goddamn
not
asshole.
to drink it.
He's got the raw talent right now, and I'm so fascinated to see where it goes. Oh, right. This was my favorite thing I've seen Matan fuck up something. He's had Jason Ellis on his show, and then he went and did the Jason Ellis show. And during that show, you can tell it's a bare bones crew. Cameras are set up on tripods, and they're just pressing record, and they're hoping for the best. And Matan knows that and can see no one can fuck with them. So he's just going up, he's changing camera angles, he's taking over the show, he's antagonizing everyone, he's starting fights with people.
Thank you for putting
Do some
respect on my
research.
name.
Why do you always do that thing with your hair? Dude, don't. Why did you do that?
I had to fix the angle.
It's all in good nature. For the same reason why it's interesting to see, oh, I wonder how DJ Khaled will respond to eating these hot wings. Or I wonder how Jennifer Lawrence is going to respond to eating hot wings. It's the same mechanism. I wonder how blank is going to respond to the hot sauce that Matan is throwing into their eyes. I wonder how they're going to respond to getting maced. It's essentially what his show is. And it's so fun to watch. And the more that Matan does this, the harder it is going to be to get people to come in blind into his show. So I'm going to be very interested to see how this podcast evolves, what it turns into, what new mechanisms and what new segments they're going to do. But I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to watch it. And with that being said, I would like to thank everyone that you're seeing on screen right now. Without them, it'd be much harder to put this show together. If you guys would like to become a supporter of the show, you can go ahead and click the Patreon link in the description below. Honestly, it's been such an incredibly fun year, and I can't wait to come back bigger and stronger and do more fun episodes for you. I got a lot of fun stuff planned on my whiteboard. But on top of that, I'm looking forward to dropping this new flavor of content on you guys. This is a podcast about podcasts, but I'm about to launch some gambling content about gambling. And I think it's going to be fun. And with that being said, it's been a terrific 2024 for me. I hope it's been a terrific 2024 for you. And I think 2025 is going to be a fun time. Is it going to be a good time? Who fucking knows? But it's going to be fun. And what a better time to end with.
This is a totally unconfirmed news.
Does anyone have more fun than us? Probably not. Guys, for this show of Catching Up with Nadav, we will see you back again on January 10th. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I can't wait to get into a whole bunch of shit with you guys. I'm not gonna see you next week. When will I see you? Oh, I'll see you on the first night of Hanukkah. Come back here on the first night of Hanukkah. I'll take care of you. You and your fucking family. All right, that was a little too aggressive. I'll see you guys soon.